Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. A fairly short kick from the 14. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
We're down to the 41. This defense for the Vikings, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Play action, now it's Lance. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
Now, like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave it. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He finds Kittle going across the field. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And he marked as a 27-yard pickup. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Vikings at 500 at 6-6. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. Madden are going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a hero like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. I own kind took.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He will take it down and not before they work it across midfield. He'll pick up 26 yards.
If your sympathy is more with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. Big touchdown number 7 on the year. The Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
I'm starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there. Turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? He brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Zeke going to get it on the option. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
play fake. Here's Hurts. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it'll be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. This defense for the Vikings, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, the Niners try out Mitch Wishnowski to bunt the football. It's taken to the 26. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. But first down, Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down and 4, Hurts delivers another one to Pierce. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folding like a lawn chair. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he's got Pierce. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Oh, good move. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Hurts. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Lance to throw it. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And Lance now to throw. And he will find his man Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. And now they'll throw with Lance. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
When a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him up already in this opening half.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out, because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. from the gun. He'll hand this off. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 6. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Throwing is Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 48 yards. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on second and 10. Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points in.
Now, another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking here for Smith downfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Yeah, 30 yards there. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And here's a handoff out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Right there, Hurts.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. An effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
Yeah, I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
18 Cardinals. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
They go play action with Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing of momentum right there.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Lance. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The Lance going to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And That time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey,
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff as they run left side. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had to break a tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career. And he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Okay, ready?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Lance. All right, makes the catch off the tip by the safety.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Lance looking to throw it. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first.
Waste of time. Ready.
One back and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Lance. And he's going to go down. Saved right around the 17. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
It's 4th down and goal.
From the gun, it's Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, the field goal is probably not going to count at this point. This was touchdown or bust. And unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they've got to push the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They start on the ground with Elliott. There's a nice move. And he's got room. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. That massively increased his production in this game.
Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Vikings 35, 49ers 17.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Josie Jewell. It's running. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
Think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alec Pierce, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He's got Ayuk once again. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Lance now on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score here, but it seems offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored in their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship there as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in the...
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings, stuff. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. 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 Pretty and paid. Pretty and paid. I don't have to clarify. Keep up. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm by that. Cause it ain't no act in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sit that'll be when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take the profits if you talking big to me. I just be having my way. Only care about what the pay till I say. Urge you wanna be. Don't got no whip and rag on no petty. Lips I talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. I'm thinking like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. When you be not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm by that. Stop it, cause it ain't no act in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hiding in shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. They do not cover me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it and Rex involved. All they text and calls. You run me that. Making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on the throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on past, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Diddy. He only 2 times on the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, ain't stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you said. I ain't keeping up with the news. When I get that daily paper, stop playing on me. Pap.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one finding things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom, and handle my business when they